guys, welcome back to the Hammock Farm. We are just here going to give you an update on the house progress, but I thought I'd share a little bit of a dinner recipe with you all. I am making some cheesesteaks this evening, so we just are going to cut up an onion and saute that in a pan of butter and cook those down a little bit. I've also cut some Brussels sprouts in half, and we're just going to saute those in a pan. I've added a little bit of butter and water just to cook them down a little bit, and once all that dissolves, we'll add in some yummy honey. I'm just going to go ahead and cut my sub rolls in half, but not all the way through, just so we can open these up and add in the cheesesteak meat and cheese. I just have one package of this beef shaved steak, so we're going to add that to the pan and then add that seasoning. My husband likes this seasoning that we add to it. It just gives it lots of good flavor. And we're going to cook that down, and then we will add in all the onions, mix it all up, get it nice and warm, and it is good to go to put on your sub rolls. So what I like to do is just fill each sub roll with some meat, and then I'll tell you, it is all about the cheese that you put on these. We do the white American cheese, processed and all. It's just the way to do it. It gives the best flavor. So we add the cheese on there, and then I like to wrap these up in foil, and I'm going to place these in a preheated oven just for a few minutes to get the sub rolls nice and warm and the cheese all melty and gooey. Brussels sprouts are done, so I am drizzling some local delicious honey on these, and they just come out so good. So I'm just repeating the process of filling up my sub rolls with the meat and cheese and rolling them up in their little foil packets, put them in the oven, and ooey gooey cheesy cheesesteaks you have. So this week the Septic people are finally able to come. We have had our water temporarily installed by the plumbers. It's just kind of rigged up there, but the Septic people were able to come and start placing our septic tank. So here we are. We've got a big mess, but I'm so glad to see this process started because it's been a long time coming. They were going to take this box and put it over on the other side where they put the septic things at over here, but I didn't really want it sticking up out of the ground, so I just put it in between the AC units because I felt like that space we weren't really going to do anything with anyways. So I've almost finished, all my boards. I've been staining. These are the new ones. These are the older ones that were pretty orange. I put a brown on here, which toned them down pretty good. Thank goodness. They're still a smidge orange, but they look a lot better. They've gotten all the trim and everything painted. They should be starting to put that up soon after they finish the tile. Oh, look at that light coming in. They have started the tile this week. This is for the smaller bathroom that we have. They're gonna do a gray, silverish grout. I think it looks pretty good. And then in here, we went with this for the master, which looks pretty good. And then we just ended up putting the other flooring that we have throughout the house in our closet. So I think this turned out pretty good, and then they'll start, I think, on the shower tile soon. And this is some of the tile that we picked for the upstairs bathroom. It's pretty similar to the one in ours, but ours has just a little bit more gold through it. I think they just laid these out just to see how they looked. Of course, it's not going to be laid like this. So, loving it so far. After they get the tile in, they should be able to start trimming everything out. The electrician has to come finish up. Hi! We are loving this light that's coming in right now. I don't usually get up here about this time, but it looks nice. So electrician still has to come, and we have not set the island fully yet because it's a little too far over to the left, and it's gonna run into my kitchen table area. It's just gonna be too tight once I put a kitchen table there. So they actually need to come and move we're either just gonna center a light with the island, move this over a little bit, and then center a light with the island. So probably one needs to be like right here. And then close those off. Hopefully I won't notice the drywall damage. But after they figure out what we can do here, I'll go ahead and get the lighting for that. We do have lighting coming in tomorrow, so I can't wait to see all that and how that looks. So we'll move this over, and it should be good. And see if you can see the color. Oh yeah, this is a sage green color. I absolutely love it. I did the island in this color and my hood range, and I love it. And then the cabinets are called Maple Rye. So pretty. The countertop people came and measured at the beginning of, well, actually at the end of last week, and we're doing the Calicotta gold throughout, so that'll be really pretty. The farm sink I love. It is huge. It also came with one of the little grates that go in the bottom of it, and then of course the little sink drains. I was really thrilled that it came with the little grate at the bottom of it, just because I don't want to bang it up. It is ceramic. Just don't want to bang it up at all, but I love it. Love it. So we are getting super close to moving in, and guys, I just think I'm gonna come out and put my rocking chairs together. I keep looking at them and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna come put them together and maybe put them off to the side. But I would just like to come out and sit, even with all the mess. It would just be so nice and peaceful. We had to pick up a few extra pieces of cement board that we are using as a heat shield around our fireplace.
A flower! Huge! It's a poison ivy.
No.
Oh.
I want to take you all through a little stroll on my garden. It is barely hanging on. We're just going through such a dry spell, and it's been hard to get out in the evenings and do extra watering. But this beautiful pumpkin is the only one that got pollinated, and I am just so happy about it anyways. So hopefully I can bake up some yummy pumpkin pies. I think it calls for 2 pumpkins, but we'll just make some minis. Got a little cucumber hanging on, and we still have lots and lots of flowers growing, so I am still picking fresh flowers weekly, which makes me super, super happy. We've got lots of cherry tomatoes still turning, and I actually noticed a lot of jalapenos that finally started growing the other day. I only got a few at the beginning of the season, and then all of a sudden they kind of went a little crazy, so that makes me happy. Little man loving his tomatoes here and still getting fresh, beautiful bouquets. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.